Let's make one thing clear. Life doesn't hate you. The system doesn't have a personal vendetta. Don't worry. Financial illiteracy isn't fatal, unless you count your savings account. You're not unlucky. You're just uneducated in the one subject that runs your entire life: money. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to rip off the bandage and explain exactly how life works when you see it through the lens of finance. Ready? Don't blink. You were born into a game you didn't know you were playing. You're not living life. You're playing Monopoly. Except you showed up with no rules, no strategy, and the banker already owns Boardwalk. From day one, you're taught algebra, but not taxes. You know mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but no one teaches you how compound interest can either make you rich or rob you blind. Financial education isn't optional anymore. It's the operating system of life. Trying to build wealth without learning the rules? That's like bringing Uno cards to a poker table. And what happens when you don't learn the rules? You get played. Your time is being traded like a cheap commodity. You go to school, rack up debt, and then spend 40 years selling your time for just enough money to survive. Meanwhile, your boss pays you $25 an hour and bills you out for $100. That's not income. That's income extraction. If you're only making money when you're physically working, you're in the lowest income class, no matter your job title. If your Netflix history is longer than your retirement plan, we have a problem. So if trading time isn't the answer, what is? Assets, the only way out of the rat race. Rich people don't work for money. They make money work for them. Assets are the cheat code. Stocks, real estate, intellectual property, businesses. Budgeting isn't saying no to fun. It's saying yes to not panicking at the ATM. If it puts money in your pocket while you sleep, it's an asset. If it drains your bank account and gives you nothing in return, it's a liability, no matter how shiny it looks. And speaking of shiny things, your spending habits are a flex that's finessing you. Let me guess, you're wearing designer clothes, driving a leased car, and living in a rented apartment with zero investments. Congrats. You're broke, in high definition. Most people are too busy impressing people who don't even like them. With money they don't have. That's not lifestyle. That's a slow financial death. Your credit score is like your reputation. Easy to destroy, hard to rebuild, and everyone's judging. You don't need to earn more. You need to unlearn more. The real enemy, lifestyle creep. You get a raise? Great. Now you have a bigger house, 2 subscriptions you don't use, and a new iPhone to celebrate the fact that your savings still haven't cracked 4 figures. The more you make, the more you spend, unless you train your brain to live beneath your means. Inflation is when your money goes on a diet without your permission. And how do you train that brain? Simple. You automate discipline. Systems beat motivation every time. You'll never save consistently if you're relying on vibes and motivation. You need automatic transfers, expense tracking, and non-negotiable savings goals. Think of your money like a business. If you're not measuring it, you're bleeding it. If you're not automating it, you're winging it. And let's not forget the silent killer of wealth. Debt is not just a problem, it's a personality trait. If you treat credit cards like free money and student loans like a badge of honor, you're not just in debt, you are debt. Not all debt is bad, but most people don't even understand the difference between good and bad debt. Quick test. If it appreciates in value or makes you money, it's good. If it funds your Starbucks addiction or last-minute trip to Ibiza, trash it. It's the only thing in life where being lazy pays. Just start early and sit back. Now here's where things get meta. Money is a mirror. It reflects your identity. If your money is a mess, chances are your priorities are too. Your spending patterns are the receipts of your values. Want to know who someone really is? Look at their budget, not their Instagram bio, not their goals, their actual money trail. Nothing says I'm emotionally stable like having $1,000 for life's next disaster. And what do most people do when faced with this mirror? They blame the system instead of beating it. Yes, the system is rigged, but so is every game until you learn how to play. You're not going to beat capitalism by tweeting about it, but you can beat it by building your own economy. One asset, one hustle, one financial decision at a time. Your boss might not give you a raise, but Etsy and Fiverr don't need permission. Speaking of building something real, multiple income streams are no longer optional. The average millionaire has 7 income streams. You? Probably one. And if that one dries up, so does your lifestyle. Build side hustles. Invest in dividends. Sell digital products. Start consulting. Do anything that separates your income from your time. And here's the kicker nobody told you in school. Inflation is eating your money alive. If your money's sitting in a savings account making 0.01% interest, congratulations. You're losing money in real time. Inflation is silent theft. If you're not investing, you're getting poorer every single year. Don't save to save. Save to invest. But wait, you still think you need a finance degree to do this? Google teaches more than an MBA for free. We're in the era of YouTube universities and TikTok tax hacks. Financial literacy is no longer gatekept by Wall Street brothers. If you have internet, you have access. You're not underpaid, you're underinformed. So, what's the final piece of the puzzle? Delayed gratification, the richest skill nobody wants to practice. You can buy it now, or you can afford it forever. Delayed gratification is how you stack wealth while everyone else posts fake flexes. Sacrifice today so you don't have to sell your future. That's not discipline, that's strategy. But here's the twist. While you're learning to delay gratification, don't forget inflation doesn't delay at all. Your money is either growing or eroding, which brings us to period. If your money isn't moving, it's dying. Leaving your money to chill in a savings account is like storing bread on the counter and acting shocked when it molds. Inflation is the silent tax that doesn't need your permission to eat your wealth. Your bank's 0.01% interest isn't saving you. It's sedating you. You don't need to be the Wolf of Wall Street to invest. Index funds, ETFs, compound interest. Pick a lane. Stay consistent. Because money sitting still isn't being safe. It's being lazy, and lazy money is expensive. So now you've got 14 financial cheat codes and absolutely zero excuses. If this list didn't slap you awake, check your pulse or your wallet. Let's wrap it up with the recap you didn't know you needed. Life's a math problem, not a mystery novel. If your life feels chaotic, broke, or out of control, it's not because you're doomed. It's because you're financially illiterate in a system that profits off your confusion. The sooner you treat your money like a business and your life like a scoreboard, the sooner you start winning. Life is 10% what happens and 90% how well you manage your money when it does. You're not broke because life's unfair. You're broke because no one handed you this script sooner. Your future is being written one decision at a time. Subscriptions, savings, mindset, credit score, habits, and hustle. Control your inputs and your outcomes stop being a mystery. Money isn't complicated, people are. And now that you know better, do better. Simple as that. CTA, and that's your crash course on life in 10 minutes, through a financial lens. But you know how this goes. Watching videos won't make you rich. Action will. So now it's your turn. Are you going to scroll to the next dopamine hit, or actually change your money game? Because Stickman's already 10 steps ahead. Automated savings, diversified portfolio, and sipping black coffee like it's a tax deduction. You in? Smash that like if this gave your brain a financial upgrade. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what we drop next. And drop a comment. What part hit hardest? Stickman out.